Margaret Martin was an ambitious and bright young woman from Kingston, Pennsylvania. At just 19 years old, she had her whole future ahead of her. A recent graduate from Kingston High School, Margaret was known for her academic excellence and vibrant personality. She dreamed of a career in business, and her tenacity suggested she would achieve whatever she set her mind to. But fate had other, darker plans in store for her. In December 1938, Margaret received a phone call that seemed like a dream come true. A man, whose identity remains unknown, offered her a secretarial job at a fictitious company. Enthused by the opportunity, Margaret agreed to meet him. On December 17th, she left her home to attend the job interview, unaware that she was walking into a deadly trap. Her family, unaware of the danger, wished her luck, never imagining it would be the last time they would see her alive. When Margaret failed to return home that evening, her family grew worried. As the hours passed without any word from her, their concern turned to panic. They reported her missing to the local police, who launched a search. Friends, family, and the community came together, hoping to find Margaret safe and sound. However, the initial search efforts proved fruitless, and fear began to grip the small town. On January 11, 1939, nearly a month after Margaret's disappearance, a group of hikers made a grim discovery in a wooded area along the Susquehanna River. Margaret's lifeless body was found stuffed into a burlap sack. She had been brutally beaten and strangled. The gruesome nature of her murder shocked the community and attracted national attention. The serene landscape now bore the weight of a horrific crime, forever altering the lives of those who knew her. Crime scene offered few clues. Investigators found the sack tied with a piece of cord, and Margaret's personal belongings scattered nearby. The harsh winter weather had compromised potential evidence, leaving detectives with little to go on. The brutality of the crime suggested a deep-seated rage, but the lack of physical evidence made identifying the perpetrator challenging. It was clear, however, this was a premeditated act. Detectives interviewed Margaret's family, friends, and acquaintances, trying to piece together her final hours. They learned about the mysterious job offer and the unknown man she had planned to meet. Despite extensive questioning, no one could provide a clear description of the suspect. The investigation hit an early roadblock, as the lack of witnesses and forensic evidence stymied progress. Kingston, a tight-knit community, was devastated by Margaret's murder. Vigils were held, and the local press covered the case extensively. Townspeople, gripped by fear and sorrow, rallied together, hoping for justice. Margaret's funeral was a somber event, attended by hundreds who mourned the loss of a young life cut tragically short. The pressure on the police to solve the case intensified with each passing day. As the investigation stalled, various theories began to circulate. Some believed the killer was someone Margaret knew, perhaps a spurned admirer or a jealous rival. Others suggested a more sinister possibility, that a serial killer was on the loose. The nature of the crime indicated that the murderer was calculating and cold-blooded, but without concrete evidence. All theories remained speculative. Months turned into years, and the case of Margaret Martin's murder grew cold. Despite occasional tips and leads, none yielded significant breakthroughs. The coded nature of the crime, carefully orchestrated and executed, suggested a cunning mind at work. Detectives revisited the case periodically, hoping that advances in forensic science might eventually shed light on the identity killer. Margaret's murder left a lasting impact on the community. Her story became a cautionary tale, warning of the dangers that can lurk behind seemingly innocent opportunity. Kingston, once a peaceful town, now carried the weight of unresolved grief and fear. Margaret's family, particularly her mother and siblings, struggled with the absence of closure. The memory of her vibrant life and brutal death haunted them. The media played a significant role in keeping Margaret's case in the public eye. Newspapers ran regular updates, and the story was covered extensively in both local and national outlets. Journalists delved into every aspect of Margaret's life, attempting to piece together clues and keep the investigation alive. Pressure from the media forced the police to maintain their focus on the case, though it also led to numerous false leads and dead ends. Over the years, several suspects were considered, but none were definitively linked to the crime. A local handyman with a criminal record, drifters seen in the area around the time of Margaret's disappearance, and even a disgruntled former classmate were all scrutinized. Each suspect brought a wave of hope and renewed investigation, but ultimately, none could be conclusively tied to the murder. As decades passed, Margaret's case was officially classified as a cold case. Advances in forensic technology, such as DNA testing and improved investigative techniques, provided some hope. Cold case detectives reviewed the evidence periodically, hoping to find new leads. However, the limitations of the original investigation and the degradation of physical evidence posed significant challenges. Modern true crime enthusiasts and amateur sleuths taken up Margaret's case, posing new theories and re-examining old evidence. Some suggest that the killer might have been a transient worker, passing through town unnoticed. Others theorize that the coded notes found near the crime scene might hold the key to solving the case. Despite these efforts, the truth remains elusive, and Margaret's case continues to intrigue and frustrate. The murder of Margaret Martin remains one of Pennsylvania's most enduring mysteries. Her story, marked by a promising life cut short and enigmatic death, continues to captivate those who seek to uncover the truth. The case stands as a testament to complexities of criminal investigation and the enduring pain of unresolved tragedy. As time marches on, the hope for closure fades. The memory of Margaret Martin endures, a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places.